Nima, Ashe. We're radiating peace, love, healing, and harmony. We enjoy good health and we celebrate abundant gifts. Let me get right on into this boundless message. How you be? This message is for the guys, right? I heard this video of Kevin Gates and how he was like, he wanted a young, he didn't say the respectful word, just being low vibrational, saying that he don't want nobody with a lot of miles or whatever, that they want the younger girls or whatever. So I'm here to say, how do y'all men feel that us women want a BV dick? How you feel that we will want you with 8 pH balance fluid coming back to us and throwing our pH balance off? Have y'all even thought about that? But y'all always talk about miles and how many men a woman done been through. She old, worn out. And then I'm just sitting here like, you saying that, but what about y'all BV dick? Because when you have unprotected sex with a woman, you taking on her fluids. Then you go to the next woman with her fluids. Then you go back to your girl. Now you got 2 sets of pH balance and you putting and throwing her off. That can cause infections and all other types of stuff. So y'all young ladies, if you come across this video, just think about it. When you coming up to an older man or want to date an older man, hey, you need to be asking him when was the last time he was sexually active. You need to ask him, and if he say he's sexually active and just had something a couple days or a week ago, red flag, run, for real, run. Just ask the man, like, how many girls he sleep with. Just ask them. Because you don't want to get thrown off. You don't want, But anyway, I just wanted to share that because he was very low vibrational and totally, and he the main one be hollering about Allah and very righteous with God or whatever, but he want to backdoor and say he want a young age, a young whatever you want to call. And then I'm like, you too old to be talking about young. He's just too old. Too old. And again, ladies, when approached and want to date an older man, you need to be asking him in his now moment about his sexuality, special sexuality. Let me tell you another thing. We have to also be careful with undercover brothers. And I'm just finna just say this, ladies, let me tell you how you can know if your guy is bisexual. One, he gonna wanna have sex with you in anal. He gonna wanna put his finger in your anal. That's one, and that's why I'm gonna stop it. If you have a guy and then he wants to put his finger in your butt and he wants to put his peen in your butt, he's bisexual. Because if he's sticking it in your anal, he can stick it in a man anal or trans woman anal. He's going to do that. That's one. And I ain't saying no more. Okay? Be careful with a man with multiple women because that's a BV dick. Throw you off. Telling you, especially if you're out here celibate, ain't doing anything, ain't messing with nobody. Be mindful of that person that's coming to you and wants to date you and stuff like that. Take you all out of your order. Be mindful. Because don't no woman want no BB dick. Don't no woman want no man out here sleeping with her, all in the course of a week or don't no woman want that. Just like y'all don't want a woman that have multiple men or been, you know what I'm saying? We don't want, it's the same over here. Keep your BB dick because we don't want it. We don't want it. So be mindful, young ladies. When these older men approach you, you better ask questions. You better ask questions, especially if you ain't out here sleeping around. I'm guaranteed if you're meeting that older person and he's a out and about type of person, he probably got more than two women that he's unprotectedly sleeping with. I'm just saying. So just be mindful. I just had to come on here because he said that he was like older men go for younger women because of the less men, and then I'm sitting here like, if you feel like that, what makes you think a younger woman gonna want an older man with a BV dick? You out here sleeping with multiple women, then you're gonna bring it back to her and throw her off, and now she's got to get her pH balance back straight. Like for real, I'm just so sick of low vibrational beings. Like I don't know what to do. Like that's why I stay away from that world and people that's not mindful and conscious of what they say, what they do, how they talk. And just today, someone I know they was traveling, right? And they put that they were at the airport or whatever. So I just clear to say, make sure a reminder when you post stuff like that that you're long gone from the airport, right? Just be mindful because that's who I am. I gotta make sure everybody gaps is tight and closed. You know what I'm saying? And he said he texted back and he was like, that he's not afraid, he don't fear anything. And I'm like, that wasn't about being afraid. You know what I'm saying? That's about making sure if you do have enemies, your ass can be conscious. And let me say this, just like back in our ancestors that was out moving, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they wasn't moving so smart. Because if they was into a spirituality or had somebody that can just keep them alert, their ass probably still alive to this day. But they didn't. You know what I'm saying? Just be mindful, man. It ain't about being afraid or scared. Or it's not about the. It's about closing your aura up. It's about making sure you're safe because if you are somebody and you doing something for your family or you doing something for people or you a people's person, you a community leader, you have to be mindful because people look up to you, people come to you for valuable information, so you have to be to the point where you're good. You don't want to get caught slipping out here. You never know where your enemies be at. They could be right in your face, and you'll never know. They could be somebody could be like, take them out right there. You will never know. You never know when it's your time. But you can be cautious. You can be safe. It's just it's time to man. This is a spiritual warfare. It's time to suit and boot it. Put on that armor and make sure everything you do, you're protected. Watch the stuff that come out of your mouth. Watch the stuff that you post because you never know who's watching. You never know who's clocking your every move. And that's that. All in one message. This boundless, this stuff I just said can go a long way. Be mindful of your life. Be mindful of your value. Be mindful. Be cautious. When you out here moving in this world, you never know. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here. Anyway, ladies, man, just be mindful because ask questions because if you're not sexual active, that guy could be, and you just need to ask questions. You don't want a BB dick. You don't want that. Just like the men don't want a woman that had a lot of partners in her time. But anyway, I love you guys. Until next time, how you been?